Yeah. Bad little bitch, I be getting my way. He like it, he spin it, I want it, he pay. Pussy real good, I'ma sit on his face. Real boss bitch, I don't need no tip. Big boss shit, I don't need no nigga. All this money I see, I can't see no nigga. Badass bitch, rich ass bitch. I like niggas, but I still fuck bitches. Thumb through the hundreds and fuck up the digits. Thumb through the hundreds and fuck up the digits. Big boss shit, I don't need no nigga. All this money I see, I can't see no nigga. Badass bitch, rich ass.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to What's Up Bri. We are back again. I'm excited about this episode because I know a lot of people have been saying, you do serious episodes, where the fun episodes, what's going on with the pop culture and things of that nature. So I listened and I am bringing it to you, okay? So this week we are going to be talking about big things that have happened on social media, in the industry, and just everything above. I had to bring a special guest, somebody that resides in Atlanta, Georgia right now. He's really big in music. He's getting his feet wet. His artist, Kayla, is who you just heard on the introduction. So I'm going to let him introduce himself and tell you about him. Come on in, IG.
What's happening, 414 to the 404? What it do, everybody? As Brianna said, I am in Atlanta, obviously born and raised in Milwaukee. Moved to Atlanta about 2 years ago to do music. And I'm just honored to help my friend, launch this off. When she brought this to me, I just thought this was a dope idea. So I'm happy to be here.
Okay, give him a little background about the music. We had to use the intro, get the music going.
Yeah, so I want to just shout out my girl, my artist. I've been working with her for almost a year now. Her name is K Money. If y'all like that song, check her out on Instagram at KAYYMUNEY. Jokes on You EP dropping at the end of this month. It's about to go hard. We got a dope rollout. So if anybody is listening from Atlanta, definitely be in tune because we're having a lot of stuff dropping here in the city and in Milwaukee. Check her page out.
Yeah. So a lot of people know, like you said, you moved from Milwaukee to Atlanta so that way you can kind of jump into the music career. How has your experience been going so far? Give them a little background because a lot of people from here want to do music and go to Atlanta. So just tell them what they got to look forward to, what they got to expect.
Man, it's a big journey. Like, I thought I would, come from a smaller city. We don't have that many, I want to say, like, big opportunities. Coming to Atlanta, it's opportunities everywhere. I mean, I always get invited to stuff, like 21 Savage Party, Lotto, all these things. I don't go to them, but, it's just a different scene from being from Milwaukee. So, coming here, I just instantly thought, like, yeah, I'm going to be working at QC. I'm going to be at the biggest label, but, it's a journey to everything. And anybody that is listening, if you are doing music or you are trying to be like an A&R, just know that it takes time. My journey, though, it's been awesome. I started in a studio, met people, worked with different artists. Some people y'all hear on the radio, like Santana. I then sat in sessions with Lil Tecca, worked with Lil Yachty. So, just my journey has just been great. So, like I said, anybody that's up and coming, just, put your best foot forward and don't give up because it really gets hard.
Listen, I'm telling you, we talk, we have conversations. He's definitely been in the studio. He's met artists, been arm to arm with people in the club. I always try to tell him, like, I'm coming to Atlanta so I can kick it with y'all because they be partying. It's everybody know Atlanta is the scene.
Right.
So we're gonna jump into this episode for the pop culture. It's been a lot of stuff going on, especially the end of last year, beginning of this year. Like, so first and foremost, because this has been on Shade Room, it's on site, constant nonstop for the past couple weeks. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. So, as you guys know, they are currently separated. Kanye West has kind of made some moves on social media. I know a couple years ago, Kim was kind of upset because he made a comment about how he almost killed their child doing one of the little spiritual things he was doing the church on Sundays, and everybody was like, oh, he's spiraling out of control, he's going crazy. And now most recently the big issue is him purchasing a home across the street from her house. Do you think he did that to be petty, or do you think that's something they discussed about co-parenting?
I kind of feel like it might be something that's discussed. Obviously, for us, to people that don't have kids or just, don't really know their inside history, it could look weird to us, but that might be something that makes sense for them because maybe he wants to be close to his family. Maybe he don't want to be too far. Him losing his mom has really impacted his life a lot. So, maybe he just feel like he needs to be close at all times in case anything happens. I don't personally think it's that weird. I mean, every family dynamic is different.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that.
You got to definitely do what works best for you. Do you feel like it's weird only because he's been kind of like real public with saying like he want his family back, he want to be back with her, and then it's like now he got a girlfriend?
That can be a little tricky because it's like, why are you trying? You got a whole new, you got a new thing on the side. Why are you trying to jump and move across the street? That can be a little weird in that sense. But I do feel like if it was more than that, I feel like Kim would have came out and said something. She's talking about everything else. If it was more, I feel like she would have said something in the press, or I just feel like it would have been more. I don't think it's that. I just think it's just he want to be close to his family.
And I think it is that too. Like, as you can tell, to me, what it seems like, of course, we don't know, like you said, we're on the outside looking in, that he's a good father. Like, he loves his kids love him.
Right.
And maybe because they do have such busy schedules, it's like, okay, it's easier for you to be close. That way, if I
Right.
need you to drop the kids off or I need you to keep the kids, they'll be like at arm's reach.
Right.
So of course we all know that they're technically separated right now, but do you think they're gonna get back together? Like, do you think they're gonna reconcile and be like, okay, we gonna be married again?
I don't see it for the kids.
You don't?
I don't see it. Do you see it?
A part of me, I kind of do, because I feel like, okay, so we've watched Kim Kardashian go through a bunch of different relationships.
Right.
We watched her go through the whole thing of blowing up with Ray J in a sex tape, putting her whole family on, which I ain't mad at you, girl. I would have did the same thing. And we watched her just like date different celebrities, and I don't know, this is the longest lasting relationship, and I kind of feel like she enjoys like what they have, like the whole him dressing her and them being out together in the spotlight. And then it's like, dude, she had plenty fucking kids for him. Like, a woman not gonna do that, like keep going through changes in her body. And she's even openly said it, like, I don't want to be do pregnancy again. Like, that was probably like one of my worst times. I feel like it's a deep connection there. I kind of feel like she might get back with him.
I don't see it. I really don't. I think when somebody's done, they're done. She's a Libra. So anybody that know about astrology, Libras, they like to linger. I call them Libra and Libra. Lingering Libras, they like to linger. But once the Libras say they're done with you, they're done. I can give them that. I have tons of Libra friends. When they say they're done with somebody, they're done when they put that foot down. So
Kanye might be a little bit hurt if he can't get Kim back. That's why he dressed his new girlfriend like a cook. And I think that's what's weird for me. Like, the outfit that she had on the other night with that all black, all I can think of was like Kim. Like, are you trying to turn her into Kim, or?
I didn't see it. But I know a lot of people don't think she's as bad, but I think she's a nice looking lady to me.
You think so?
I think she's cute in her own way. Just because she don't have a conventional beauty, people don't. I think she's cute. She looks good to me.
That could be you too. I'm Kim and Kanye. I was Kanye and Amber though too. I still feel like they was like the best dressed couple in hip hop.
Of course. Of course.
Couldn't nobody touch their looks. So you guys know I like to do polls. So of course I had to ask my timeline, like, do you guys think Kim and Kanye will reconcile? 24% said yes, they agree with me, and 76% agree with Najee. Like, nah, she done. They not getting back together. He messed up. She moving on. So is she really dating Pete Davidson, or was that just like a
I don't know what's going on, because I didn't see something that said he's messing with Miley. Then I also seen it's somebody else I seen him that they say he's messing with. Can't think of who, but I just been seeing his name floating around with different women. So I'm not sure if it's something. It might just be like a rebound thing. Like, I'm just messing with him on some things, but it ain't.
And is there such thing as dating? Like, people do date. So you may see them one week with somebody, see them next week with somebody else. Mind your business.
She might not feel like it's working. First of all, he's a kid to me. Like, she's grown. He seems still like a kid. So she probably see like, oh, I don't want him. Kanye was more her speed. They on the same age bracket. She probably don't have nothing in connection with it. Like you said, it's dating. Moving around.
Well, since we talking about the Kardashians, we might as well move on to the other sister.
Oh, God.
So this has been something that has been going on since she has been with this man. And of course, we're not here to judge, because we all probably have been in a relationship a little bit longer than we're supposed to.
Right.
But Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson, he does it again. Now he got a baby.
Thoughts?
So it's like,
What's your
what do you
thought?
do? So speaking from personal experience, there's one thing to cheat on a woman, but when you conceive another human being with somebody else, if Chloe decides to stay with him, now she has a new child because you can't just outcast that child. And at this point, how can I trust you around her? You've been able to hide her this entire time, and I'm finding out about it through social media. And I think, or maybe she knew previously, and maybe they talked about it, and the girl decided to kind of go public. But it's just like, dude, you gonna keep disrespecting me? You gonna keep embarrassing me publicly, and now you had a baby on me? Like, what we doing here? Like, either you want to be with me or you don't. It's just weird to me because it's like, okay, men get caught cheating all the time. Regular men cheat. It's not just men that are famous or have a little bit of money. But my thing personally is I would think that if you are famous, you would be a little bit more discreet. But it kind of seemed like he just don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just gonna sow my royal oats everywhere all around and we gonna be good.
I feel like you pretty much said what I would have said. But just to add on to that, I just feel like, first of all, as a man, it's like you got to take some accountability. I mean, I've watched the show. I've seen him apologize about the Jordan stuff and other, things that he's done. And I just feel like at this point, you need to get help because obviously just trying to co-parent or whatever they're doing, it's not working. You're in a relationship with her. You kiss Jordan. You left your first baby mama for her. It's too much. You as a grown black man, you're showing all these kids that look up to you. I don't even know if this man. First of all, I don't even know if they even look up to him. Is he even still playing basketball?
So I
Hear you
guess
more.
I guess
What?
one of the things is he told her, he was like, I don't know why you're doing this because I'm retiring this year anyway. Because I forgot he played basketball, to be honest. Because
He's in
all
the
I
new.
see,
At this point, he's a reality TV star, Instagram person like everybody else. Because I don't even hear this man on the court. He ain't shot a free throw since. This nigga shooting loads of babies. This nigga shooting loads. I don't
that's
know
basically
what's
what
going
he
on with him.
doing. For real. Like, in the beginning, when I was like, oh, she's dating basketball star Tristan Thompson. And then ever
Right.
since then, it's been cheat, caught with this woman, this scandal, da 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 da. And with the Jordan thing, since you touched the topic, do you feel like they kind of went a little bit too hard on her, seeing as how
I
mad?
look. I love black women to the depth of me because I don't want people to think that I'm turning on them for this. But this is truly how I feel. How I feel. My opinion. Jordan was wrong. You don't. I don't care how you try to twist it, play. She was wrong. Kylie helped build your platform up. I don't care if you knew Will Smith, you grew up with them, you been within the industry. No, I know you from Kylie, just like the rest of the world. She gave you a platform to be who Jordan is now. Had we never seen them together as friends, we would not know who she is. So I just think that the loyalty. Of course, Tristan is a dog. They knew that. It's the loyalty. You was like a sister to them. Their family took you in. Like you was this girl's best friend, and you kissed her man. I don't see how people can. I know social media they really was rallying for Jordan because the Kardashians aren't saints. They have done stuff to people, but at the same time, I'm talking about for this particular situation. I think Jordan was wrong. She was wrong. It wasn't right. I just know Kylie was crushed because I know she didn't want to cut her off. Because even on the show, she was saying like, I still want to be her friend, but and then this is my sister. Like I can't turn on my blood. Like
And that's the thing. They were friends for like but she did. I will get that to you. She bossed her all the way up, got her surgery, got her a car. Everywhere you saw Kylie, you saw Jordan. So it's like,
she was putting her
I,
in her campaigns, her everything. Like it's just a loyalty thing. Like and the fact that you didn't even bring it to them first too. On top of it, so it was a lot of mess to it. You let it get to them back from other sources. Like you wasn't even gonna say something about it. I just think it was messy. But Black Twitter and Black people they took Jordan's side. Like, they dragged Kardashians. They was with Jordan. It kind of made Jordan like to another level. Kind of
mhm.
helped her career. So
It definitely did because her following got bigger. Then she started going off and doing other stuff.
hang with
Different
Meg Thee
guys,
Stallion and
listen,
Gunna
different guys
video.
started
Like
being interested.
right, yeah.
So with all that being said, do you think Chloe gonna take Tristan back?
As proven as we see before, I don't think this is the end. Don't see it, but I guess we gotta wait till the Hulu show come out.
Yeah, because they coming out with a new show on Hulu.
So we'll have to just see then.
I'll be honest, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to reconcile my situation after it happened. So that's why I feel like she's definitely gonna take that man back because I feel like she's literally changed her whole entire being. Like, and that's what I think bothers me the most because it's like as women, sometimes we try so hard to be what a man wants, and that still ain't enough. This girl done got so many surgeries and all. And you know what I think it is too? I think it's a psychological thing, and I think a lot of people don't notice that because you got to think about it. They technically tried to deem Chloe as the ugly sister. Like everybody was saying that her nose was funny, she
She
looked
was
different, her
big.
body type. So it's
Yeah,
like I
that's,
feel like Tristan played off of that. He probably knew, like, okay, she still got some insecurity that she's dealing with. Ain't no telling what this man tell her when we not around. I feel like he literally got mind control over her. So I honestly feel like she gonna go back.
I, I I could see her going. It wouldn't shock me. It would shock me more if she left. It wouldn't shock me if she went back. It would be like, oh, okay, because I have female friends. I see shit on TV. I watch reality. I just know. I know how women are. Women, they like to give men third, fourth, fifth chances.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just love just be enough, I guess.
Listen, love will make you do some. Love will make you do wrong. So I had to ask my Instagram followers. I said, "Do you think Chloe's going to take Tristan back?" And of course, 73% said, "Yep, she's going back," and 27% said, "No, we think she done." I don't know, y'all. I don't think she done. I guess we'll see because we gonna know. It's gonna become public. So let's talk about a little bit of music going on. So, everybody knows Kodak Black song Super Gremlin has kind of blew up. I like listening to it in my car. It gets me turned up. And Big Lotto came out with the remix. So what you feel about that, especially with you being in the music industry?
I anybody that's around me know that I'm rooting hard for Lotto. I think she's like the next little supreme. You got the Cardis, the Megans, the Dojas, the Sweeties, City Girls, and I think Lotto is following right up behind them. I think she's about to have big mainstream success. As far as the remix, I liked it. I thought it was dope. It's showing that she still can jump in her little freestyle bag. Coming off of what's the name of the song? Um,
BDE, big dick
yeah,
energy.
coming
I
off
didn't
of
really
that, that was popish. So now she's trying to, she's just showing y'all she can still do both. So I fuck with it. I like it. I like it.
I was gonna say I like that she can really rap. Like I know
Yeah.
she don't like talking about the Jermaine Dupri show, but I feel like that helps her because
Mhm.
like she one of the artists that we know like she really wrote her own shit. Like she can spit bars. She been doing this for a long time. She got it out the mud. How I feel about it. I know a lot of people try to kind of come at her sideways about her name, which is why she changed it. And they're like, "Oh, you not really black. You
Right.
trying to do this. You trying to do that." So they tried to basically drag her. I like seeing her success personally. I feel like she a cute girl. I feel like she seemed like she down to earth, just like the TikToks and the reels that she posts. And I
Yeah.
feel like she can really like. I like it when females freestyle. Like when Megan Thee Stallion was like going through her little thing to where she was dropping freestyles in the cars or just out and about. That's the type of rap that I want to see. Like I'm
Right.
cool with the pop and all the other type of stuff, but I want to see that you can actually like spit on somebody beat.
Facts. And I'm the same way. I love being versatile, and that's something I love about Doja Cat. And I feel like that's the lane that Lotto is gonna go in as well. I feel like she can be versatile. She can do different stuff. She can play with her voice. Rap has evolved so much that you don't have to just be a hood rapper or just street or you can do a song with Dua Lipa, but then turn around and have a Kodak Black song. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I like that. I feel like she's stepping out into different territories.
It's more money too, especially when you can like cross over. Everybody knows there's always
Exactly.
going to
Look
be
at
more
Drake
money.
crossover.
He was on Degrassi. Like that was little Jimmy. He got shot and got paralyzed, and now he's just like he's the it boy when it comes to rap right now. Like he definitely. So I mean, who Super Gremlin you like better? Are you going with Kodak Black or are you going with Lotto?
Unfortunately, Big Lotto, I'm gonna have to not go with you. I gotta go with Kodak. Gotta go with Kodak. It takes the only person that's mastered making original a feature. I mean a remix. I'm sorry, a remix over the original is like Nicki or Lil Wayne.
Okay.
It's hard to master. So unfortunately, I don't feel like it was better. It was just good. Kodak's is just superior.
See, I'm the opposite. I like Lotto's better, and maybe it's because I'm a female too. So it's like I
Right,
can relate to what she was saying. I
right.
don't do perks, so I ain't gonna take no perk and know it's fake because I'm a super gremlin. So
And
it's
she
like
but she probably not even taking perks either. That's just the illusion to get y'all to. That's just something we want to hear,
that
nigga.
man is on perks. Did you see what he been doing in the news lately? So you telling me he ain't really taking perks?
He on something, but I don't know if it's a perk.
So yeah, I like Lotto's better. I don't know. Maybe it's because she a female and I'm just like being biased right now. But I liked her version of Super Gremlin. But I bought Kodak's too. Like I played it for my friend the other day. She didn't even know. She like, what's Super Gremlin? And she's like, oh, I like this. So yeah. And I had to ask the people. I said, whose Gremlin is better? Of course, 90% definitely said they giving it to Kodak. So we gonna give him his little props. We're gonna give him his accolades. And then 10% agree with me. I like Big Lottos. So whatever. So in other news of music, it's a lot of allegations going on right now about Mr. Trey Songz. About him being like a rapist, being aggressive, sexually assaulting women. And it's like, dude, is this about to be another R. Kelly incident? Like, that's what I'm feeling like it's about to turn into. I, yeah.
Like I don't even know where to start. It's like I'll say this. I don't want to go too deep, too deep. I'll just say this: Black men, y'all gotta do better. Y'all have to do better. It's been time and time. You know what's so crazy? I was just watching this documentary about the '90s and how these models and stuff. This is a little off topic, but it's about the same thing. But about all these models dealing with all these men, and guess who names came up? Epstein and Weinstein. Epstein and Weinstein. You know, the two men that
Yep.
have all these allegations with them. You know, it's like my thing is with y'all people that's doing this stuff behind the scenes. Do y'all think it's not gonna catch up to y'all? Especially now with y'all got this Me Too movement that has made women more comfortable to come out and speak and stand their ground and have a voice on top of social media and blogs that love to be messy and people love to go to just the shade room and all these other different websites and places to get all this shit out. So it's like if you're gonna be doing shit like that, you have to know that it's gonna come back out, and goes back to say black men, y'all have to do better. I ain't gonna say black men, all men, y'all gotta do better. Why? It's just why. And it's sad because we should have believed Kiki Palmer when she said this like 3 years ago. But everybody was like, no, Kiki.
And I was just about to say, I feel like they wrote her off because, like you said earlier, about how people feel about Julie, whatever, the Kanye West new girlfriend. She wasn't the look that they would have thought he would have went for. So it's like, okay, her body not done. She don't have fillers. She not a hot girl. Why would he try to force himself on Kiki Palmer? But it's like, bro, it seemed like she got a dope personality. And a lot of men these days, they don't date just for looks. I know a lot of men that feel like if I connect with you with your mind, everybody don't have to think you look good. And it's like, I feel like they wrote her off. And now because other women that have maybe a bigger platform or may look a little bit different are coming out and saying stuff, now they want to take it back. Oh, well, Kiki Palmer told us a couple years ago that this was going on. So now we going to dig up her interviews and add to the fire that's already burning when why y'all didn't say nothing last time. So I don't know. I feel like, and my thing is another thing for women, men that sing this type of music, it seems like it's a trend, like the R. Kellys and the Tanks and the Trey Songs. Y'all thinking that they singing this music about sex and that's not who they really are as men. They're able to present it really well because that's who they are. Like they like sex, they like doing different things in the bedroom. There's no limits for them. So I personally, it's in their character to me because it's like, think about the songs that R. Kelly was making. Like it was some freaky shit going on. And it's like,
to bounce off of that, it's like even I was back to watching this documentary on Hulu. Y'all should watch it. It's called '90s, Dark in the '90s. They was even talking about Tupac even raping that girl. And to me, it's like, well, damn, I didn't believe that shit when I first heard that too. But it's true. I know she wasn't lying. So it's like, y'all, I don't know, women, you just really have to, sometimes the money or just because somebody got a bag or whatever, sometimes it ain't even worth it. If you can, like you said, listen to these songs. I'm starting to believe that these people rapping about some of the shit they're really doing.
Yep.
You gotta just know it ain't, sometimes it ain't worth it. You might have to just go get the nigga that's working a 9 to 5 and not.
Or go get the producer or somebody, the nigga that's
right. Because these stars, once they get this fame and all this money and all this clout, and everybody wants them put in all these directions, it does warp their mind. Sometimes their reality is not even what we think.
The people behind the camera are the cool people. Then.
Tommy, of course, told us on the people behind the camera, the cool people, because he's one of the guys behind the camera.
Right, fact.
So speaking of that, and men and music, that there's something, I don't know if this story is true or not, but Drake and him putting hot sauce in the condo. Some girl is now trying to sue him, which I don't know how she think this is gonna work in court, because she had her little night with him. He went, threw the condom away, and I'm assuming he put hot sauce in it. They're saying that he did that so he could dilute his sperm. She take her ass right in the bathroom, and I guess she tried to put the sperm inside of her, and it's like, okay, what were you doing? And now you mad because your pussy on fire. And it's just like, that's what you get. You can't sue him, because it's like, bro, he did it for a reason. Obviously, whatever it was that he thought about you, it was right. Like, women are really out here looking for a come up. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get pregnant by such and such, or I'm gonna have a baby by such and such, and then I'm gonna just blow up. It's like that's the only thing that women want.
Or they just, I don't even sometimes think they care to blow up. I just think they just want the money. That's the new way of getting a bag, is fucking a rich nigga, fucking somebody that got upper echelon money, and they don't even care. These people not even caring about the broken homes. I look at people like Joey, Future baby mama, they never even had a relationship. But guess what? Now she's getting paid. I like all his other baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't care. It's just about the money. It's just about the money. Like, they don't care to be famous. That his last baby mama fucking just he had a baby with. She don't give a fucking with Future. She just wants the money. And it's like, y'all have the women, you gotta kind of know that you're worth a little bit more than just fucking for money, because now you're bringing kids into broken homes. For what?
And I don't think they really care about that either. Like, and it takes a lot to parent a child. Like I said, it's all the time. Like, all my friends, my sister, my mom, like, being a parent is a full-time job. And and I ain't even gonna call it a job, because job have open and ending hours. It's 24/7. You can't just decide I'm not going to parent my child today and then think that it's not going to affect the child in the future. So it's like, I never understood that either. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure dating a celebrity is cool. You get the perks of always being in the paper, or you get to be at the hottest parties. I'm pretty sure your lifestyle going to be a little bit different, but it's like, bro, I'm not never running to no bathroom to go get a condom that somebody threw out to try to use the sperm to get pregnant. Like, what you doing?
It's just, that to me is wild. That's really wild. But what are you going to sue him for? He didn't give you something. He just put hot sauce. So I don't know I personally don't know what the claim could be. I don't know. Maybe she do got a case. I don't know. I just don't see what she's going to say.
I really don't see it, because my thing is, if you went and got the condom, the sperm would have been a different color. Last time I checked, sperm is like white, clear, whatever.
But you didn't put it in the condom? He put it in the condom?
Yeah, so I guess he like
his dick was on fire while he was fucking her.
No, so after the fact. So I guess like once they was done having sex and he came in a condom, he went to the bathroom, threw the condom in the garbage, and I'm assuming he put the hot sauce pack in there and then threw
it. She lost. This is the dumbest I ever heard.
I got a question for Drake though.
What?
Where did the hot sauce come from? Like, was it in the bathroom already? Did he walk in there with it?
He probably already, like Brandon said, he probably knew what type of female she was, and he probably just know in general when he fucking random bitches. Okay, I gotta make sure I do with hot sauce right after I take the condom off. You know what I'm saying? He probably already knew. It's probably a routine for him, especially these one-off bitches. He know he never fucking with again.
Hot sauce is a strong smell too.
That's why I'm trying to figure out, like,
she's just dumb.
Is she doing this for clout at this point, or did that really happen? Either way, go, baby girl, you don't have a case.
Did her Instagram or something pop up? Her social media?
I think it's on site when they broke the story. I don't think they disclosed her information. I think it was one of them things to where she went directly to the blog with it and was just like, "This is what happened, and I'm gonna sue him." And it's just weird. Like, knock it off. Get a job. Do something. Find something else to do. But this ties in with everything that we pretty much been saying. You know, I wanted to touch bases on the social media mind warp. For example, a story broke that Nelly supposedly lost a bag with $300,000 in it, and the female that returned it, he only gave her $100. And everybody, like, all in the comments, like, he bogus, he could have gave her way more than that, and she's stupid for returning the money. And then days later, Nelly comes out like, I don't know what y'all talking about. There was never a bag. Nothing was ever taken from me or returned. Stop it with the false narratives. And I feel like sometimes a lot of like these it's on site Hollywood Unlocked, like y'all gotta fact check first before y'all push stories. Like I understand y'all want the following and y'all want y'all page to pop, but it's like at what point do you do your due diligence and fact check before you put out fake news?
Well, unfortunately, we are in the generation where people don't care. I just was looking at like how Tasha K, another popular blogger, just went to court yesterday and got sued by Cardi B. She has to pay her 10 million back for lying on her name, saying that she was fucking people while she was pregnant. Like, this is social media. This is the new era that we live in. It's not tabloids walking outside no more. It's not newspaper. It's blogs and internet comments all day. So, I don't think people care, or what I don't want to say care. Well, I don't think people care. That's just what it is. People just don't give a fuck. They want quick money, quick clicks, quick bait. And of course, we hear something like that. People are going to run to be messy to go look and see in the comments of what's going on. That's just the generation we live in. We're in the era of the new way of clout and fame is through our phones, social media. You no longer have to hide. Like back in the day, people didn't want to have sex tapes. Now people happy by having sex tapes. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, eager to put it out.
Pamela Anderson had a damn sex tape and she was crying. She was trying to sue that damn electrician man that leaked their shit. Now you got Kim Kardashian fucking getting famous. Damn near put they all fucking billionaires. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just a different time. When that's just how it is now. I don't know.
Do you think it'll ever change, or you just feel like it's just gonna ride the way?
I think it evolves. The 90s they had 90s, 80s, so on, so forth. They had newspaper, they had talk shows, that was blogging, They had different ways. Then you come to 2000s and start going to the internet, and then now we in another decade. Now it's our phone. So I just think it's gonna keep evolving to different types of ways. I don't think it's ever gonna end. You always gonna have some type of gossip blog, something. It's gonna always be there. I just think as we get older, it's always gonna evolve into something else.
And that's why I say all the time, if you follow me on social media, I always post like at least once a month. Like I have a love-hate relationship with social media. Because don't get me wrong, it's helped a lot of small businesses. It's helped me with my platform, getting my podcast out there. It's helping people do big things. But at the same time, I feel like it's really fucking with people's minds. Like it's making people do dumb shit. It's making people not have substance. Like social media basically got everybody feeling like, I'm going to give you the same energy you give me. I'm going to get my lick back. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to have this type of vehicle. I need to be rocking this, that, and the third. And it's just like it's ruining everything. Like nobody's really authentic anymore. Friendships aren't real. Relationships are based off of clout. And it's just like I'm at the point to where like I'm a little old school. So it's like it's scary out here. Like dating is scary. Friendships are scary. It's just like you don't know whether you coming or going at this point.
I agree. Definitely to every point, especially when it comes to like friendships, relationships. It's like it does get based off of social media. You can make a post about, I hate that my friend gave me a cheeseburger. Now you got your friend making posts about you spilling all your tea. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how social media is. Even relationship, like you might have a man and you can't be too weird because he texting, like to it. It's just that's what social media has come to now, and that's what, unfortunately, that's our new reality. And then when we have kids and it's just like I said. That's why I say it just evolves with time. Like I don't think it's gonna get better. I think it's just gonna stay the same. This is probably how they felt before there was the internet. You had to get on TV and look and hear about you might have got sued because you didn't clear a sample. You know what I'm saying? Like it just rolls with the time.
And I think that ties into something too. I know we discussed that we wanted to touch this topic. Lisa Ray, she has a podcast with Selena Johnson and two other ladies, and she brought up the Ari situation. Ari recently just got dropped from Savage Fenty because she made some comments about domestic abuse and how women are pretty much doing pity parties and it's your fault. We all know and we all saw what happened to Rihanna with the Chris Brown situation. Drea Michelle got dropped a couple years back for laughing about domestic abuse. So I'm not sure why Ari would turn around and get on social media and do the same thing. She definitely fumbled the bag with that. And like Lisa Ray said, these influencers are not celebrities.
They are
Real
not.
celebrities they're held to a different standard. They have to sign NDAs, or there's certain things that they're not allowed to do because of contracts and binding agreements that they have. So how do you feel about like the influencers? Like I feel like the only influencer that really don't be in a whole bunch of mess, I feel like she unfortunately has been as of lately, is Jada.
I wouldn't even say Jada because I personally thought Jada was more of a quiet person, but I think, but see, I'm not even gonna say that because it takes me back to when I think that, social media sometimes it can be hard. And I do think people like Ari that's from South Side of Chicago, then probably had to struggle a little bit in her life. Finally got all this money, happy, able to take care of her family, and you know, sometimes it is hard. She did a popular rapper, and then you got all these people just constantly judging you every single day. She had that beef with Ra Ali. That was really big, and defending herself. So it's like you constantly got to defend yourself, and then it's like if you don't defend yourself, then it's like you feel like people create their own narrative, then that gets spun out of control. So I'm 50-50 with it. Sometimes I don't feel like they should get dropped from these things because it's really hard. We're not celebrities, so we just deal with a little regular day. But I just can only imagine every day you wake up, it's a new piece of hate or a new article or something. Somebody says you did this, So I do feel like she was wrong for saying that. And I do think that she should have maybe got a warning. Even Dre, I think they should have maybe been put on like a warning. But this goes into say, like Lisa Ray said, they're not celebrities. They're just people that got popular from the app and they influence the culture of what's going on right now. I don't think they should be held as a standard of a celebrity. When I think of a celebrity, I think of like supermodels, like Naomi Campbell's. I think of Lady Gaga's, the Beyonce's, Bradley Cooper. Like those are celebrities. Those are people that I think of. Chelsea Handler, like just off the top of my head, those are celebrities to me. I don't think of like Jada's and Ari's and De'Ara's, people that got popular off of YouTube. I think they can become a celebrity, but I don't think it's the same. I think they still work their way up to the point. So I don't think influencers and celebrities should be held on the same like playing field.
And another thing too, I feel like maybe they can get branding or like media coaches, somebody that lets them know like, okay, what's appropriate to respond to, what you gotta ignore, because you do gotta have tough skin being a celebrity. You're always in the public eye. Everything that you say and do is gonna be scrutinized. So maybe she just gotta work on it. And they're young too, so maybe once she get a
Right.
little bit older, she'll calm down a little bit. But she can't be fumbling in the bag like that because Rihanna about to open up stores now, and it's like, dude, you just played yourself out of some money.
Yeah, I don't think it was right for her to get on there and say that, but at the same time, I don't live her lifestyle. So I just, like I said, I only can imagine waking up every single day and people are saying you did this, you that, you a hoe, you fucking for money, you ain't got no real business, you don't take care of your son, you getting sued for, it's just, I just put myself in those shoes, how I would feel like you always got to feel like you got to defend yourself. So it's tricky. I think even look at Cardi, she's one of the biggest fucking rappers in the world. She just fucking arguing with Cuban over some 3-year-old shit, So it's like you always
Listen,
got to defend yourself. So it's easier said than done.
which is true, which is true. Well, one thing I definitely want to touch base on before we go, because this been whooping our ass since
Right.
2020. I don't
Right.
know what to call it. COVID, Omicron, Omarion,
Blue
flu. Now
Rona,
it's flu.
Delta Crime. It's a lot going on.
It's COVID. Okay, COVID-19, and it's stressing me out a little bit because I've been blessed and lucky enough. And let me knock. Is there some wood around here, Tommy? I need to knock on some wood because I don't want to jinx myself. I've been blessed enough. You say everything fake. I've been blessed enough to make it through this pandemic without getting COVID. I've definitely had colds. I've definitely had flus, but I have not experienced COVID as of yet. And I just feel like every time I turn around, it's a new variant. It's new rules. First, it was okay, CDC, you got to quarantine for 14 days. Then it went down to 10. Now it's 5. Travel restrictions. And I just feel like it's literally COVID has been changing our life for the past 2 years, and I'm over it. Like, knock it the fuck off.
Yeah, COVID for me has been crazy. I caught COVID. I got vaccinated because I caught COVID and that shit was terrible. Like, I don't wish that shit on nobody. For me, it's just like I think everybody should get vaccinated. You know, I was definitely one of the people like, no, fuck that shit. Hell no. I don't know if they put it in me, but it's like, as you can see in the past like 3, 4, 5 weeks, it's been like 80,000 mutations.
Man.
And I just think that people just gotta protect themselves. If you want to be here, because you don't know how it can happen. You know, for instance, you seen how I had it. You seen how your sister had it. You just don't know how it can affect you. I seen how it affected some of my friends. My own family, a couple of my family members died. So it's like, you just gotta really just play it by ear and just be smart. Like if you can get vaccinated, I tell people all the time, go get your ass vaccinated. Who gives a fuck? At least if you catch it, you might just be down for 2 days, opposed to you could be one of the people in the hospital on a respirator. You don't know, so don't juggle with your life like that. But as far as the COVID, I just think it's gonna be like the flu at this point. The fact that it's keep mutating into other shit, Donkey Kong, T Rex, all this extra shit, it's definitely gonna be here forever. It's given like the flu and a common cold at this point.
And that's what I feel like. So I feel like at this point, what's gonna happen is just like they say, oh, you can get the flu, you can get pneumonia, you can get bronchitis. COVID is gonna be one of those things that carries
Yeah.
on. It may die down, but I really don't feel like it's disappearing or going anywhere anytime soon, especially with the CDC not even being able to really pinpoint. And I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there to where they're like, okay, the government is putting it out there. Y'all telling us to get vaccinated. First, it was the vaccine will prevent you from getting it. Then people start getting it with the vaccination. Now it's, oh, so the vaccine can't prevent it, but it'll just make the symptoms less. And I'll be honest, I know people that are vaccinated that got COVID, and their experience was totally different from somebody that wasn't vaccinated. They said things like, oh, well, my throat hurts, or I got a headache, or, I'm sneezing and coughing, but, I can still move around. And other people were like, no, I was down. I can't move. I can't get out of bed. It felt like I got hit by a car. I can't taste or smell, things of that nature. I just want, if it is something that the government is pushing, because of course, I don't care what nobody say. COVID has put a lot of money in people's pockets, especially businesses. If this is something that they're doing, trying to like fluctuate or put more money back into the world so that stuff can kind of like keep going and moving, at this point, when do you realize that politics is not important, more than important than a human being or life? A lot of people lost family members. I had an uncle who passed away from COVID. I have friends that have lost family members from COVID. And it's just like, it's fucked up because everybody says, oh, where they had underlying health issues. That may be true. But if COVID would not have came about, those underlying health issues wouldn't matter because they've been able to survive and live with them this long. So I think that's how COVID kind of like is throwing me off a little bit, because it's like it's ruining people's lives. Like a lot of people, when COVID first happened, unemployment was backed up. They lost their jobs. They didn't know how they were going to pay their rent, feed their kids, keep their lights on and stuff like that. And there are programs out there to, I guess, help you pay rent and things of that nature. But it's like from business owners that I know, people that have tenants, it's been a slow process. Like community advocates, for example, was paying people rent, but it's taking them 3 to 4 months to get the checks to the landlords. And the landlord's like, shit, I get you said you got approved, but you ain't put no money in my pocket. You damn near finna get evicted. So it's like, I just feel like the government, if they did put it out there, they didn't think this all the way through, because it's a big ass effect on everybody. And I don't like it. They need to knock
So
it
you
off.
think they just put this out there to
I
tell
mean,
everybody?
so the reason why, as the United States, we're in debt. And my thing is, I feel like how they're looking at it as, we gonna put this out here, we gonna act like we got the vaccine, we gonna sell it to other countries to try to get money and bring it back over here, and act like we just, cure cancer or something. And they really didn't, because people are still being affected by it. So yeah, I definitely do think it's politics involved in all of this, for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised because just like cancer and everything else is a damn business, all this shit is a business. I wouldn't
Listen,
be surprised. I mean, sometimes
healthcare is a $1 billion business that's not going out of style.
right. All this shit is all. The world is a business. Somebody owned a damn hospital. I didn't know that until a couple years ago. How the hell you own a damn hospital? I thought that's where people supposed to just go. Somebody owns that. So when you see shit like that, that does make you start thinking other ways. I don't put nothing past anything in
Because
this
what's
world.
weird to me is you can diagnose something, but you can't find a cure to it. Like, no,
Right.
y'all know what can cure it. Y'all just don't want to.
And then when they do find, I know people hate Dr. Sebi, but when people do think they find a cure, they end up dying or be dead or get killed.
Like
Out of
flying, like
nowhere.
falling off the face of the earth. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, That man said he could cure herpes. He knows how to cure cancer. He go to
Even
jail.
if he was lying, because I know there's so many conspiracy theories around him. They say he was saying put this, whatever. Even if he was lying or don't, it's the fact that he was saying that he did do this and he did this for people, and the shit he just died, they killed him, whatever. It just shows you that even if they knew how to cure it, they don't want people to know.
Not at
They
all.
just
Because
want
think
to
about
cure
it.
it. It's a business. That's why I say cancer. How the fuck how the fuck people coming out of damn day mama with leukemia and shit like that? How? Why? Because it's the shit they put in food. How else are we supposed
Food,
to get cancer?
drinks, all
Doesn't
that.
even make sense.
Steroids. Make the big ass chickens. Those scare me. Like, and maybe that's another reason why I don't eat drummies and I always ask for all flats because it just makes me cringe. Can't do it. So I did want to ask people like, how has the pandemic, personally affected your life? Somebody said eating entirely too much. My weight has been fluctuating between like 180 and like 200 some pounds, and I don't like it. I definitely been eating. Somebody said they powered up. Somebody said I made some beds. My homegirl definitely done made some beds. Somebody said not really much, which is a blessing, but sad to see others around me affected by it. And somebody said I'm fat, girl. You not fat, you beautiful. Other people were saying that they got to spend more time with their family. It kind of opened their eyes to a lot of things. So how do you feel like the pandemic has affected you?
I definitely ran the bands up a little bit last year. I feel like I moved in the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So for me, the pandemic has been great in certain aspects. Like I said, I moved, I got some money out of here, did some scamming shit. You don't know about that, but I did some scamming shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it really, I'm able to get jobs. Like, I've had nothing but work from home jobs. So I've really been blessed. I can't really complain outside of getting COVID. There's nothing really for me to complain about. I feel blessed during
Okay.
this pandemic, and I mean, just to still be here to wake up every day, because I could be one of the people dead on a respirator for getting COVID. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's affected me pretty
I
decently.
think the pandemic has taught me to kind of think broader. I started my podcast. I enjoy my podcast. It's therapeutic to me. I like talking to people. I like having guests. I like interacting. I just recently started a cleaning business, Thoroughly Tidy. We can do
Bye,
commercial, residential.
bye,
We
bye.
we cleaning it all. And if you know me, all my friends always say like, I think you got OCD. I keep a clean house. I don't play that. We
Y'all need
clean
to
and
book your
sanitize.
girl. If any of Brianna's friends are watching, y'all know homegirl will clean. She will clean some shit. She will come to your shit and clean. This girl has OCD. Book her. She will
If
get
I walk into my friend's house and this stuff out of place and I know where it's going, guess what? It's getting put up. Okay.
right.
So I think it pushed me, it made me think, it made me be more appreciative of the people that I have around me. It made me do more research, it made me read more. I'm really starting to, I think, grow as a woman. That's what COVID did for me. Tommy, you got something to say? How did COVID or the pandemic kind of affect you?
Who is this Tommy guy? Like, why he ain't getting a
My
camera?
producer, they want you to come on the camera,
If
Tommy.
people want to see who you is,
Come on, just slide on out. He said, I've never, it's a first for everything.
okay.
I am actually an artist by nature, and I have never been able to actually practice my craft. But COVID and the pandemic and the quarantine got me painting again. So doing some oil paintings. It's two of them actually. Those are prints on the wall. Those two with big N.
Oh,
Like
you did.
yeah,
Wow.
those are two that I did. Those are the prints. The originals got sold. So
Y'all, he good.
I'm not making bands, but I'm paying bills.
Keep going and you will, for sure.
Right.
Thank you.
You in a city that do support you if they like it.
Man. Well, this was a fun episode. I enjoyed it. It's a little bit different. I know I'm always on here dropping gems and things of that nature, but the people wanted me to lighten it up a little bit. So I had to give it to you. Najee, thank you so much for coming on
No,
and
thank
assisting.
you so much for having me. It was a pleasure to be here. I love this. Invite me back.
Of course. So tell the people where they can find you. Like, let them know.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, if you're in Atlanta, you do music or anybody in Milwaukee, come find me, holler at me. I got some connections and resources for you. My name is NAAJIAAA, wait, two A's, LIM at Instagram. Check out my artist, K Money, on Instagram, KAYYMUNEY. Yeah, hit me up.
Alrighty, well, that is another episode that we closing out. I want to thank you guys who continue to support the podcast, give feedback, do the polls. Without you, the podcast does not move the way that I needed to, and I really, really appreciate all of you guys. Next week, we will be getting into the topic of lost in child welfare. I have a wonderful guest, Ashley Stokes, coming on, and also a wonderful guest, Marcus. They're going to talk about how being in foster care has affected them, good, bad, and all that in between. So thank you again for tuning in, and we will see you next week on What's Up, Bri, and we out.
Yeah. Bad little bitch, I be getting my way. He like it, he spin it, I want it, he pay. Pussy real good, I'ma sit on his face. Real boss bitch, I don't need no tip. Big boss shit, I don't need no nigga. All this money I see, I can't see no niggas. Badass bitch, rich ass bitch. I like niggas, but I still fuck bitches. Thumb through the hundreds and fuck up the digits. Thumb through the hundreds and fuck up the digits. Big boss shit, I don't need no nigga. All this money I see, I can't see no nigga.